Rob Stone, 2 damn phones. Babylons can't crack the code. Used to sip out styrofoam, but figured I.
Yo, what is up, guys? Today we have a tutorial. It's pretty weird. I usually don't do these, and I haven't uploaded in a while. But hopefully this will get me back into it. So we have the Blood of the Dead low round Easter egg run tutorial. Pretty much you're gonna need a specific Elixir setup for this one. So I'm gonna be showing you on screen first to fucking like save you time from going in game first. The first player is gonna run this setup. The only two you really need from this pack is shields up. I'll show you why in game. It's going to help you with the first dog in the first charge, so you're going to need that. You're also going to need points drops on the first player. The second player needs to be running Immolation, Liquidation, which is the fire sale gobble gun. Yeah, for the monkeys that you need to hit the box for, which can be a fucking pain. You also need to be running extra credit on at least one player, but this player is running it just as a backup because, as you can see, the third player is also running it. So it depends who you want to get running that, if you have it or not, you know. Yeah, but at least one person needs to be running it, and also one person in the game also has to run Temporal. But as you can see, all three of the first players are running it just because it's a good goal gun to have. And the third player needs to be running points drops. The fourth player only needs to be running Who's Keeping Score, which is the double points. Okay, so now you're in the game. You want to get the 3 players with point drops to use the Elixir. And the one guy in the team will go and grab all the drops. He will now have 2,000 points. Now he's got enough to open the first door to spawn and the door to power. As you see on the screen, he's going to open up the door to power, go down. Now the next thing what you want to do is get the 2 players with the extra credits there, or the 1 player. I'm going to pop a temporal. My other mate in the game, the 4th player, will pop a double points. As you pop the double points, the other 2 players who are getting the extra credits, or the other 1 player, will grab the extra credits. So instead of grabbing 1,250 points, you'll grab 2,500 points from each extra credit. Now, as you can see, the double points are still lasted because we've popped that temporal. The reason we do that is so then we can kill the zombies at the dog and get the double points for it. It's not necessary, but it just does help out by using temporal. So another thing you need to know is the Catwalk Zombies that spawn in need to be stayed, I guess, next to a player at all times, because they will despawn. So what we do, we slowly drag them down to the first dog, and then we kill the first dog. And as you can see, I pop my shields up. Now the shields up is important because now I can start getting charges early, because you're going to need 4 charges on round 1. I'll get 2 charges from the dogs and 2 charges from the sparking box. I start getting charges on this dog, and then I finish it on the second and third dog. I'll show you in the gameplay. Okay, another note just to make things clear. You have to use the Catwalk Zombies opposed to the round 1 slow zombies for this, because you don't want to be killing the round 1 zombies yet. And also, when you're killing the zombies on the dog, you want to hold the charge like I did in the video until he chews the zombie. Then you will get the soul, because if you don't, you're not being efficient with your charges, and you need to be for this low round Easter egg. Okay, so now you've cleared all the zombies from the catwalk. If there are remaining zombies from the catwalk, which there should be, get the other players in the game, train them. Now you need to get 1 person to go through the catwalk to the recreation yard and start the spawning of the zombies. In my game, I did this, so you see on screen me running through. You have to be careful not to break your shield, because you need that with the charges you have. If you can, use the shield to get the charges from the dogs here. The hardest part here is to try train the zombies without killing them, because you're going to need them for the second dog. As you can see, I'm trying to keep them alive here. Another difficult thing about this part is that the warden that spawns in may spawn on you. In my game I got lucky and it spawned in on another player, but if he does happen to spawn on you, just try train him like the rest of the zombies. As you move further up the recreation yard, more zombies will spawn, and then dogs. If you have to, shoot the dogs just like I do in this gameplay, just to survive. Then slowly walk the zombies to the second dog, as if you run too far away from them, they're gonna despawn, and you need them for the second dog. I'm gonna let the gameplay carry out to show you the strategy. Just to clarify, one of the players in your team should be training the zombies in the spawn area or somewhere like that. The other two players should be training the rest of the Catwalk Zombies if there are any left. A lot of the zombies can despawn and respawn. Even the round 1 zombies were trying to respawn on me in the recreation yard. When you take the zombies up to the second dog, it's okay to kill these with a knife, because on the third dog you have an opportunity to get the rest of your charges, and also because it can be quite crazy with this big fucking horde on you all the time. I've cut the gameplay just to make it quicker when feeding the dog for the tutorial's use. You can see that I'm also aiming for the fast Catwalk Zombies when shooting, because the Catwalk Zombies obviously don't respawn, where the round 1 zombies will respawn until a certain point. So try avoid killing the round 1 zombies on this step. Once the second dog is done, what you want to do is call over the teammate that got all the extra credit points at the start of the game, whether it was 2,500 or 5,000. He should be able to open all of the citadels down to power, if not most of it. If he doesn't have enough, then the player who's feeding the dog, in this case me, can open the rest of the doors. In my game it was my boy Phoenix who was opening the citadels, and he had plenty of points, and he went and opened the whole thing. So I'm here training the rest of the zombies, he's turning on power, I'm waiting for the warden's office to open, so then I can proceed to feed the third dog. When you're moving to the third dog, make sure you're staying close to the Catwalk Zombies, as I sprinted a bit there and I think some of them despawned. It was fine because I had enough already, but yeah, just be aware of that. So now you want to use your shield key pretty much only to until you got 2 charges, so a full charge, just like that. You have to be careful because when there's a few zombies spawning, sometimes it can be difficult to do the charge, and also you can't break your shield. So now when you've fed the third dog, you're onto getting the spoon. Now you need to get the spoon with the 2 charges that you've acquired. You might have leftover zombies from after you've done the dog, so if you need more charges you can use them, or you can use them for point. As long as you communicate with your team that there's a zombie alive, or there's some being trained and spawn like in my game, you should be sweet to kill the ones that you need. You then obviously have to go down to the Citadel tunnels, enter the code with the spoon, the elevator will drop, then you shock the crane and then tomahawk the spoon and then pick up the spoon. Trying to do all these steps as quick as possible is the best way, as the round 1 zombies can die out because there's a bleed out time. Now you have to get monkeys from the box. Get 1 player in your team to pop a temporal, and then I have Phoenix's gameplay on screen as he pops a fire cell, Immolation, Liquidation, so you can hit the box. You can see on his 3rd or 4th hit he gets monkeys. Now we've got monkeys, we can quickly go find the sparking box. Phoenix goes to find the sparking box, and in our game it was in the new industries. It's a random location, can be anywhere, so you have to find it yourself. Then you use those 2 charges to, one of them to spawn in Pack-a-Punch, which will then spawn in the warden. Now we need to use the warden to do to blast down the wall, which we'll use monkeys with as well. Now, it's a bit of a fucking hassle because you have to take the warden from Pack-a-Punch all the way down to the warden's house. Then as you see, Phoenix throws a monkey at the wall, the warden will go up to it and smash it, and the electric will open the door. So you can now move on to the step Pain and Guilt, where you have to activate the book and spawn. Try to do this as quickly as possible so you can do the first bird on round 1. Another player in our game who is training the zombie in spawn then goes up to the map in spawn, places the crystal down and interacts with the book. Once the bird flies out of the book, you're going to have to leg it around the map and try find where the bird is. In our game it was library, so whoever finds it has to then tell the person who has the shield charge. The person who grabbed the sparkle box should have one more shield charge as they only used one on Pack-a-Punch. Shock the bird and then you're ready for the next round. Once round 2 starts, straight away look for the next bird. And also with the zombies that are in round 2, try points, maximize them, because you're going to need points to hit the box and get the lock to get the shield upgrade. Our second bird in this game was on the roof. After you've points maximized the whole round, go on to the next round and do the same.
Hello, my friend.
Our round 3 bird in our game was in the recreation yard. As you can see, I get that pretty much as the round turns. Try use your shield key and get max 2 charges on everyone's shield on round 3. It shouldn't be too hard. If you try save a zombie at the end of the round, then you need to go to the box.
I will pass. Take this weapon with you.
Once all the players are at the box location, or even just 3 of the players like we did in our game, spend all your points on the box until you get the lock. When you get the lock, obviously get the shield upgrade by using the key and then chucking the tomahawk. It's important that at least 3 players have an upgraded shield, because you need more charges for the portal steps. And I'd look for the sparking box on round 3, as you get one on round 4 as well. So if you want to optimize your charges, I recommend you do that, and I think you might even have to, in order to have enough charges to do the portal steps. Now, as soon as round 4 starts, look for the bird. Here I could hear it in the citadels, shock the number. I pop my temporal to make my blood, zombie blood last longer. I always do it. And then I grab the zombie blood and then I go and tomahawk the bird.
Yes, that seems correct.
Now, after picking up the book and placing it in the warden's house, you're then onto the portal stage. I'm not going to go into an in-depth portal thing, I'm just going to show you the snippets of the portals we got. As first we got the new Industries portal, which is shocking him multiple times. You should, if you've done this correctly, have enough shield charge to do this straight away, just like we did. Try save all the zombies on round 4, because you're going to need them for the showers portal, which takes up, I think, around 120 souls. Our second crystal, or portal, was then the Warden's office one, which is the cafeteria run. I was training zombies for this one, so I got theatre gameplay of my mate Phoenix and Reaper doing it, and as you can see, there's the crystal and they pick it up. Our third portal we got was the docks portal, so I was here doing the Morse code, and then we obviously do the escort down to the docks and then pick up the crystal when the escort's done. So we did our first 3 portals on round 4, trying to save all the zombies we could from that round as well, bearing in mind you have to use the zombies for some of the escort portals. But then we go to the showers for our 4th portal, which we start on round 4, go through round 5, and then end up going through round 6, and then end up going through round 7. And it's just at the end of round 7 that we do complete the portal, which is perfect timing. by saving the last few zombies on round 7, then you're able to complete the last portal, which in our game was the power room portal, which is our 5th portal to do. So we go do the Simon Says, and then obviously shoot the ghost at the power room, and then get the last crystal.
The spirit's job is complete. His honor restored. What is next for us?
So unfortunately for us in this game, when I was trying to get the tutorial footage, one of our teammates killed some of the zombies, and it triggered the bleed out of all the zombies on the round. So it actually made it a round 8 boss fight. But this tutorial clearly shows how it's possible to get round 7 if you head straight there after getting the crystals. I'll probably upload a round 7 full gameplay without commentary just to prove it. But yeah, if it clearly fucking shows that you can do it by round 7, so yeah. So yeah lads, that's the round 7 lowest round possible Easter egg run on Blood of the Dead. It took us ages to, you know, mess around on the map and figure out how to minimize the rounds and just like utilize all the elixirs. I might have a round 4 boss fight gameplay up using the glitches and exploits, but obviously this one has no glitches, and this is the lowest possible legit run, round 7. If you did watch the full video or even a bit of it, I really appreciate it if you dropped a freaking like and subscribe, because that'd be pretty sick. But if you can't be bothered, it's all good, I understand, and I'll catch you later.